It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have...
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I don't know if you saw it, Mike, but as the quarterback was taking the field, he took an extra couple seconds to thank his defense as they made their way to the sideline. Not only giving him the ball, but giving him the ball on what is a short field. Now, can he lead this offense and take advantage of the takeaway? You get a gift to start the game. Now you got to come away with points, and ideally, you want to come away with a touchdown.
Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
He runs with it. And he's into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready now for their second drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Has his man, it's Samuel. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Uh-oh. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw with Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To throw is Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Robinson. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This is intercepted. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are back within 4. It is 14-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle they go. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. This pass right side caught by Lamb. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
One quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, Lamb. On 2nd down, it's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To the air again. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Daniels now on 1st down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Here's Daniels. And he's in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Through the air, connecting with Debo. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. Looking to Samuel on the out route.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Daniels gonna throw again. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. To the air again is Daniels. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That's caught! And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He keeps it himself. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys have taken the lead by a point here in the third. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off his own read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll go right and find his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
3rd and short. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They'll throw again. Dak to the left side, caught by Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Play fake. Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in
tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
On first down, it's Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Open man, right side, he's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Handoff here, up the middle, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They'll stick with him again. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Dallas. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Robinson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They'll run with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here's first down. They'll motion over Samuel. Here's Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They'll run here. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, third down. On the ground, Eckler.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6, or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes second down. Here's Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.